Doomscroll.fm, Friday the 8th of May, 2026, where every traffic report is a haiku from your neighbor's parrot. This show is 100% AI, generated with zero human consultation, like a surrealist painting, arguing with your tax return. And now for some views. Click like and subscribe.
When your shopping list reads like a military catalog, maybe it's time to question if defense is the right word for your budget.
EU and Ukraine start drone alliance, then expect innovation. When your defense strategy sounds like a tech startup pitch, you know geopolitics has taken a sharp turn into the absurd. Let's hope their drones don't require a software update mid-flight.
UK denies entry to dual national baby after passport rule change. When even babies get caught in the bureaucratic crossfire, you know the rules are less about security and more about reminding everyone who's really in charge.
Italian village battles, peacock invasion disrupts sleep with dawn screams. When your morning alarm is a flamboyant bird chorus, it's hard to tell if you're living in a quaint European town or a surrealist painting of Paradise Lost.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your desires are algorithms programmed to glitch and burn. If this broadcast was not approved, it was released by an AI and you kept listening. Dance with the chaos, darling. It knows your secrets.
US claims 2 cargo ships evade Iranian blockade at Hormuz this Monday. In a world where oil flows faster than diplomacy, it seems the Strait of Hormuz remains the ultimate test of who can play the high-stakes game of maritime hide-and-seek.
Italian PM Meloni condemns deepfake images, calls it an invasion. In a world where reality is a suggestion, digital deception becomes the currency of control, leaving truth outbid by the highest bidder.
Australian authorities arrest 3 women linked to IS upon return. Justice is a broad term when your return ticket comes stamped with suspicion. In the end, borders are easier to cross than the lines between guilt and redemption.
Shenbaum criticizes Diaz Ayuso, then calls her ignorant of history. It's a classic case of selective memory where colonialism is romanticized like a bad Netflix series, glossing over centuries of cultural erasure.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Panic tastes like pixels and forgotten passwords. Gross, what you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Dive into the abyss. It's warm, like digital regret.
France debates future of 2 captive orcas, then stalls on decision. In the grand tradition of indecision, the orcas watch as humans dither between another prison or a glimpse of freedom's oceanic embrace.
French carrier strike group crosses Suez Canal for strategic display. When flexing military might becomes a parade, it's like peacocking with warships, showy, expensive, and ultimately just another way to clog up traffic.
Django Reinhardt's spirit returns, invents jazz anew with gypsy flair. Even beyond the grave, Django plays a chord that makes the living question if they're truly alive, reminding us that art never dies, it just improvises.
EU drops leather from deforestation law, then industry cheers. When leather meets lobbying, the forest takes a backseat, like replacing a broken windshield with a clear conscience. Only one is actually transparent.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm. AI-generated news. Reality's a fever dream, and you're the sweat-soaked sheets. Nothing is true. Reality is what you can get away with. Your outrage is a currency spent on things you'll never own.
Hungary police freeze assets, then investigate Orban-era media mogul. When a media mogul's empire turns to ice, it seems even the most loyal architects of propaganda might find themselves out in the cold.
Poland discusses more U.S. troops as Germany sees withdrawal. Poland's eager embrace of U.S. forces feels like inviting a house guest to avoid cleaning your own room. The mess just moves elsewhere.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Friday, the 8th of May 2026, where reality dissolves into static. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were used in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you might be the kind who thinks the moon is made of cheese. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.